So this is someone with healthy fascia. I'm really excited. One of my most consistent clients, actually, she's been seeing me weekly for probably the last 4 to 5 months. And in our last session, her fascia was so healthy. The releases came quick and easy. And at this point, she's now ahead of her pain. You know, she's basically just maintaining healthy fascia. Now, check out this model and watch as the woman, her name's Dana Sterling, she gives him a fascial restriction near this intersection around the rib cage, serratus anterior, pec muscles are there. Then on the other side, you got rhomboids, lats all right there. So I call this fascial buildup, or you guys will call them knots. Now, look how he's pulled forward, and when she has him lift his arms, how restricted he is. So I've seen clients with frozen shoulder, sciatica, which is really just piriformis syndrome, neuropathy, arthritis, tendonitis, and their doctors have them on crazy medications, steroids, all unnecessary and all a masking of the real problem, which is the fascia, which can be healed with consistent myofascial release. The more you get it, the less you need it. All right, so let's go into what the fascia is, because a lot of people have no idea. So I always tell people, if you peel back the skin of fried chicken, you see that white, gooey, spider webby looking slimy stuff underneath, that's your fascia. Well, it's the chicken's fascia, but you also have fascia. You're covered from head to toe in fascia. It's basically two types of fascia. You have deep and you have superficial fascia, but it's basically skin, fat, or adipose tissue. Fascia, muscle, fascia, bone, fascia. Fascia is everywhere, okay? It's a connective tissue, and it envelops and connects your muscles. It encompasses your organs and the skeletal structures in your body. So if it were not for fascia, your skeleton is not what holds your body together. If it wasn't for the fascia, you would be like that school model where the skeleton is just flimsy and dangling and it's being held up by like something at the head. Okay, your fascia is actually what keeps your skeleton together. So what someone like me does is I'll come in and I put a ton of pressure on the fascia, and you'll see that these fascial lines start to separate. Okay, and that's what you want, because you have this fascial buildup and it kind of snatches your muscles. It puts your blood vessels and veins in like a prison, which slows down your blood flow, your lymphatic flow, restricts range of motion greatly. There's just so many issues that come from the fascia. A lot of your conditions that you have, patellofemoral syndrome, neuropathy, arthritis, all these things can be attributed to fascial buildup. So when I come in, I put a ton of pressure on it. Eventually, those fascial lines start to separate. And I say, think of your fascia like your internet. If you actually look at it under the microscope, it looks like fiber optics. So your fascia stores your memories, emotions, trauma, and pain. Okay, so when it's released, a lot of my clients anyway, will have an emotional release, or what the proper term for it would be a somato-emotional release, because this is definitely somatic work. I do a lot of breath work throughout the session, okay? So there is this mind-body connection. And my clients also will have these tingling sensations upon the release. They'll feel, some people will tell me it feels like my entire body's vibrating. That tingling sensation is that your body reawakening. Think of these fiber optics. Basically, now the lights have come on. Okay? So I know you guys love deep tissue because it's cheaper and it's what you know, but I'm telling you what you need if you want to be healthy throughout your life is myofascial release. It is the creme de la creme of massage, of healing. Think of those knots like a garden hose with a knot in it. The water is flowing, but it is not at full capacity. You are not operating at your full capacity right now because of the blockages. And those blockages can be from emotional things that you stored in your body because you won't cry and you won't let shit go and you just ignore it and think that the body doesn't remember just because you've allowed your mind to forget. The body remembers. There's times that I touch people and I just start crying because I can feel the pain just stuck and stored in the body.